Hello, dear all. I am Eleni Dikeu. I am a civil engineer and energy efficiency consultant at Europa Profil Aluminium SA, and I will present you the topic of the sustainable DNA of architectural aluminium systems. Firstly, let's see some basic data about Europa. Europa has almost a 50 years history in aluminum industry with over 348 people manpower. It has presence in more than 20 countries, producing certified innovative products through its manufacturing processes. Europa has international presence, like in Central Europe, Balkans, USA, and Canada, Australia, as well as Africa. Europa's premises are located on Inofita in central Greece, at about 170,000 square meters land, and specifically, our facilities cover an area of 35,000 square meters. Europa's manufacturing process consists of the following departments: the extrusion lines, the powder coating and sublimation lines, the machining and cutting operations, and of course the logistics and packaging operations. Europa has expertise in aluminum systems. Aluminum systems are divided in four significant categories. The first one refers to the architectural aluminum systems, like opening, sliding, folding, roller shutters, insect screens, office partitions, and curtain walls. The second category is the outdoor systems, like louver shading systems, pergolas, security doors, railing systems, and aluminum panels. The third category is the photovoltaic mounting systems, such as rooftops, industrial rooftops, and terrains. And last but not least is the industrial profiles, like standard profiles and custom design profiles. Europa's product applications can be found at home, like doors and windows, ending in energy efficient houses, at the office, like facades, windows, and partition walls, and of course in tech, in the form of transportation parts and robotic compartments. The advantages of aluminum are numerous. Beginning from its recyclability over 90%, aluminum has long service life and low maintenance requirements. It releases no dangerous substances, so it's a non-toxic material. It offers fire safety and wide choice of alloys. Furthermore, it has design flexibility and numerous surface finishes. It is lightweight material with high reflectivity and thermal conductivity, offering optimal security, corrosion resistance, and of course sound absorption. From all the above mentioned points, it is concluded that aluminum is a sustainable material by definition. Based on their technology, the aluminum systems are divided in two significant categories. On the one hand, there are the mill-finished systems, which consist only of aluminum, and on the other hand, there are the thermal break systems, which consist of aluminum and polyamide, where the polyamide creates barriers separating the exterior surface from the interior surface, ending in highly energy efficient structures. Moreover, the aluminum systems can be found either powder coated or not. So, what is the relation between the aluminum systems and sustainability? Are aluminum systems sustainable indeed? Let's say it together. Regarding the contribution of the aluminum systems in the energy consumption of buildings, it is clear that the architectural systems save energy up to 30%, while in the case of the photovoltaic mounting systems, they contribute to the production of renewable and affordable energy. So let's analyze together an example, a case study on building retrofitting. Beginning from the building data, we have a residence of 112 square meters area with construction date before 1980, located in Kalithea, Attica, Greece, without neighboring properties. It has air conditioners and electric boiler, and its existing energy class is ETA. We have implemented one retrofit scenario and have selected the following energy efficiency interventions. Firstly, the thermal break aluminum windows and doors. We replaced the 8 old opening and sliding mill finished without thermal break aluminum windows and doors, new ones, and we installed external wall insulation as well. We implemented the software of the KNAC. More specifically, let's analyze in detail the relevant interventions. Firstly, we decided to replace the old windows and doors with new thermal break aluminum ones with 24 millimeters polyamide, where the relevant product which can help us understand better technical specifications of this replacement is the EOS 60 hybrid, the opening thermal break aluminum system of Europa. The next intervention was the external wall insulation installation, where we took into account the maximum UW, the maximum U value of the windows, according to KNAC, the regulation for buildings energy efficiency. As a result, we can see the relevant conclusions of the interventions which took place, and specifically the energy saving was calculated at about 261 kilowatt hours per square meter, and the energy saving percentage and relatively the cost saving percentage was calculated at about 62%. Where the classification from eta became delta. Europa takes into account some specific principles regarding the sustainable development of its products. Beginning from the energy efficiency of the products, of course, Europa cares for the conservation of the resources, the environmentally friendly character of the products, their durability and the capacity for repair, the end of life, and their recyclability. Let's analyze together what is sustainability. Sustainability is the fulfillment of the needs of current generations without compromising the needs of future generations, while ensuring a balance between the economic growth and governance, the environmental care, and the social well-being. As characteristic examples of sustainability in an aluminum extrusion industry like Europa, the aluminum scrap recycling could be considered as an example in the environmental protection sector. Furthermore, the profitability of the enterprise is definitely a good example regarding economic development. And finally, the workplace health and safety is a characteristic example concerning the social progress sector. Circular economy of building products follows specific stages of product life cycle. So, beginning with the product stage, like the raw material and the manufacturing, the next one is the construction stage, like the installation. Following this is the use stage, like the maintenance and the repair. The end of life is the next stage, like the demolition and the disposal. And the final stage is the resource recovery, for example, the reuse and recycling. And this cycle is eternal. Regarding the stages of aluminum life cycle in the context of circular economy, we can study this picture where we begin with the bauxite mining. The next stage is the alumina production. The primary aluminum production follows. The next stage is the semi-fabrication and the production manufacturing, where Europe Profil Aluminum participates. The use phase is the next one, and the recycling is the final stage. We can see that this cycle is eternal as well, like the previous slide. So, aluminum systems are sustainable according to their life cycle. Following the previous mentioned stages of circular economy, I think it's very interesting to present you the definition of EPD. The EPD is an environmental product declaration. It is supposed to be reporting of quantitative environmental data about products, calculating specific indicators based on international standards. The EPD is a demonstration of manufacturers' commitment to sustainability. This declaration incorporates data of the manufacturing process, emphasizing the use of secondary aluminum, the recycling 100% of the waste generated in the manufacturing process, namely the scrap, the raw material supply with EPD, as well as the low energy consumption. For example, operation of owned photovoltaic parks. The EPD involves the environmental impacts of the products like the global warming potential, the water use, the ozone depletion, the acidification, and of course the eutrophication. So, what are the benefits of an EPD? Why do we need an EPD? The EPD offers the engineer transparent information about product environmental performances from a life cycle perspective, so it helps for assessment of the project and environmental performance with accuracy and product comparability. Secondly, the EPD reflects the manufacturing process through which the product was produced. So it is third-party verification of product sustainability with the aim to reduce energy consumption of manufacturing. Thirdly, the EPD contributes to rating of various green building certification systems like LEED and BREEAM, with the result of accelerating construction of low carbon buildings. Moreover, the EPD promotes a new environmentally friendly mindset and way of thinking, leading to raising awareness of stakeholders and confronting climate change. Finally, the EPD meets the end user sustainability requirements and helps for making conscious choice of products by the end user in line with sustainable development. Here we can see the 4 different EPDs which Europa owns for its products, its aluminum profile products, and specifically the mill finished, the coated, the thermal break mill finished, and the thermal break coated aluminum profile. Let's continue analyzing what is an HPD. An HPD is a health product declaration. It is supposed to be a standardized report used to disclose the various building materials and substances, as well as their possible human health effects and hazards. Furthermore, it contributes to rating of green building certification systems like LEED and WELL. And finally, it promotes openness in sustainable constructions. So, here we can see the 4 different HPDs which Europa owns for its products, and specifically for mill finished, coated, thermal break mill finished, and thermal break coated aluminum profile. Let's continue with the green building certification systems. These systems are used for recognition of construction and operating specifications that comply with specific requirements and criteria. Furthermore, they set high standards, significantly affecting national legislation, the building materials industry, as well as the real estate market. Finally, they contribute to assessment of building sustainability. Some globally well-recognized certification systems are LEED, originated in USA, BREEAM, originated in UK, and DGNB, originated in Germany. So what is an example of green building certification system? Definitely, LEED certification is one good example. It is certification through a rigorous process of assessment. It refers to projects granted a rating in order to demonstrate the verified sustainability of the buildings. There are 9 different scoring areas, 9 different categories, offering points regarding the project's rating. One of them is the category of materials and resources, where EPD and HPD offer points. The benefits of LEED certification are quite significant. Firstly, LEED contributes to construction of healthy, highly efficient and cost-saving green buildings, namely sustainable buildings. Secondly, it contributes to upgrade of occupant well-being. While finally, LEED offers high resale value and low operational costs. Let's continue with the definition of passive house. Passive house was originated in 1988. It is a voluntary standard for energy efficiency in a building, which reduces buildings' ecological footprint and enhances building sustainability. Passive house uses a combination of low-energy building techniques and technologies. There are 5 basic principles for design and construction: the thermal insulation, the ventilation heat recovery, the air tightness, the absence of thermal bridges, and of course the advanced window technology with passive house windows, where EOS 90 PHSI hybrid of Europa is a typical example. One typical example of architectural aluminum systems suitable for passive houses is definitely the opening system EOS 90 PHSI hybrid of Europa. It is a thermal break opening system with frame width of 180 mm achieving thermal coefficient of UW 0.68 watt per square meter and Kelvin, ending in extremely energy efficient and sustainable constructions. This product has also passive house certification with straight line design, and it offers optional multi-locking mechanism for improved safety and of course high sound insulation. The best quote which describes this product is the following: "It is indeed the best passive house proposition worldwide, certified by the Passive House Institute." Architectural aluminum systems can be found as special applications in buildings. For example, the curtain wall system ECW50 hybrid by Europa is a facade system with thermal insulation. It is found in 2 types, structural and standard. It is suitable for structures with vertical or angled surfaces, and it is found in 2 construction types with glazing thickness up to 50 mm. Another typical example of special application in buildings is the shading and decorating system Europa Element. It is an integrated system that offers multiple solutions. It is found in great variety of designs and color coatings. Moreover, it can be used as exterior and interior aesthetic element, as integrated shading system, and of course as space partition element. Finally, it can be combined with multiple aluminum systems such as opening and sliding systems. From the above-mentioned points, it is obvious that it is a special application in buildings combining both energy efficiency and aesthetics. In conclusion, aluminum systems are sustainable based on, firstly, the nature of raw material itself, the aluminum; secondly, the application in buildings with a view to either improving their energy efficiency, the architectural systems, or producing clean energy, the photovoltaic mounting systems; the life cycle assessment and the APDs; of course, the HPDs; the contribution to rating of green building certification systems; moreover, the application in passive houses leading to extremely energy efficient constructions; and last but not least, the special application in buildings combining energy efficiency and aesthetics. Thank you very much for your attention. We are at your disposal for any further inquiries about Europa's products and sustainability.